coaches, if you would just comment on getting to Atlanta, settling into bowl week, and how preparations have been going so far.
Yeah, we've had a great week of prep so far. Guys are working hard, really carrying down the things that we were doing up in State College, and it's been awesome down here at Atlanta. The bowl has been first class and taking care of us, been having some great events and time with the team and fellowship with each other. So we really appreciate and have been happy to be down here in Atlanta.
All right, Coach Sire?
I echo that sentiment. The hospitality has been awesome. Being from the South, to be able to come back South again for myself, been awesome. See family and friends. And, for the players, we try to get down here for a whole week so they have a normal routine throughout the week so it's not different from them because we all creature habits. And so it's good to let the guys be normal.
All right. For you guys, for Drew and Nicholas, talk about the bowl week experience so far and the events that you guys have gotten to do, and maybe what's your favorite event so far.
Yeah, it's been a really fun week already. This is my first time down here in Atlanta, so it's a completely different environment to what I grew up in the North. So, favorite event so far, I probably did the go-karting from last night. That was super fun. Just being able to spend time with the teammates away from the field has been just really cool. Getting to bond with everybody, no matter the position. So that's been the best part so far.
Yeah, it's been good so far coming to Atlanta for a bowl game. It's been amazing. Probably my favorite part is probably the arcade games, laser tag. Me and my teammates had fun with that, so the whole experience has been so good so far.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll get you a microphone, get some questions going here. All right, let's go right here in the front row on the aisle first.
Hey guys, we talked to James about this yesterday, but playing in the Peach Bowl can kind of give you momentum heading into the next season. We saw that with the Rose Bowl, specifically you, Nick. We talked about that. But when you guys look at the opportunity in front of you, some younger guys could step up. I know for both the tight ends and the running backs, there's a lot of players who can make some contributions here. What do you take away from a bowl game that can kind of propel you into 2024? It doesn't have to be all four of you, but whoever wants to answer that.
All right. The biggest thing for us is just sending these seniors out the right way because they've provided us so much from being like the younger guys the past 2 years and provided us with just great examples how to live as a Penn State football player on and off the field and how to carry ourselves. So first thing and the most important thing is sending these guys out the right way. And just giving them a high note to end their Penn State career on. And then obviously just go out as an offense and execute the game plan the coaches have been putting together the past month or so, whatever we found out the game was against, and just go out and execute it to the best of our abilities, and then just let that catapult us into next year.
All right, coaches, you want to give that a shot?
At the end of the day, it's about finishing the job, and our job is not finished. We get one more opportunity to go play, to be around this great group of young men and watch them finish their career. Some of the seniors that's not going to be back. So for us, it's exciting to finish what we started, but also to springboard us into next year and kind of find out the foundation of who we're going to be going forward and try to reach our goals next year.
All right, next question. We'll go on the left side, halfway back.
Tyler made his announcement a couple days ago that he was going to come back next year. For you as his position coach, what was it like going through that process with him, and what does it mean to you to have him back for 2024?
Yeah, obviously excited to have him back, not just because of his talent and all those things, but from a leadership standpoint, a guy that's played a lot of football for us. As far as going through the process, just trying to help guide him and help him make the best decision for himself, because at the end of the day, it's his decision, and you want him to be happy whichever way it went. So that was the big key, for me in helping him, is like, look, man, here's the pros, here's the cons to all the different scenarios, and so obviously super happy that he's back. Not just from a football standpoint, but from getting to be around him for another year and coach him. He's a pleasure to coach, and great kid, and works his tail off. So obviously excited to have him back.
All right, over here, second row on the left.
Ty and J1, how's having these offensive coordinator roles sort of compared to how you thought it was going to be when you got that opportunity, and with this being sort of your last game in that role, unseriously to a degree, is there a temptation to call that play on the back of the book that you've always wanted to actually see run, and now you've got one last chance to do it?
I think for the most part, me and Ty always been working hand in hand since we've been here. So a lot of it is not new. Now it's just been on the front end, better call some plays. And, anytime we put anything new, we both approve it. It's not like, hey, I like this, but he don't like it. So we mutually agree on what we like, but also not just what we like, what these guys like. At the end of the day, it's about trying to get them a chance to be successful and giving them opportunities to attack defense the way we want to, vertical, horizontal, you know what I mean? So, and then get the ball in these guys' hand and let them play in between the tackles. So, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'd echo everything Jaywan said. I mean, obviously, moving into that role, there's some duties that you didn't previously have to do, but it's been great, obviously, with us both kind of seeing things through the same set of eyes, and it's made the transition easy. And just hopefully we left all of our bad plays at home and got our good plays on the sheet. So, but there's really no temptation to call something that's been sitting there. But biggest thing, trying to go out and win this bowl game and send our seniors out right.
All right, right here in the front row on the right, please.
Hey, Ty. Hey, J1. This question's for both of you. Obviously, with a lot of change over the last couple of days or whatnot, but have you had time to sit down and kind of iron out your offensive, philosophies, maybe a couple principles that you want to instill with the team?
Coach Hal, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think that's something that we really thought about when this transition happened, what we want it to look like. And the first thing that we thought about was players, not plays, who are the guys that are going to help us win and being able to take advantage of their things that they do well and, and put them in the positions to do those things. And I think, with offensive philosophy, that's where you got to start, because not every team looks the same every year, and a team doesn't look the same at the beginning of the year as it does at the end of the year. So starting with players and not plays has kind of been our philosophy, and then allowing those guys to go play fast and execute has been the big keys for us.
I echo what Ty said. Our motto since we took over been simplicity equals speed. And what that means is, hey, we don't want these guys thinking. We want them to go play. We recruited well. We got great talent. And the worst thing they can do is go into a game thinking of, I should, I could, I would be doing, instead of just going reacting to what the defense do and then taking advantage of our skill and allow Drew to operate. Nick and Kay trying to run the ball and take advantage of our tight ends and then try to get the ball on the perimeter to our wide receivers. So like Ty said, it's not plays, it's players. In the day, you win games by the kids that you got on that field and not what you think as a play caller.
All right, next we'll go second row right on the aisle.
Hi, guys. This one's for Drew. Obviously, watched Sean prepare for the Rose Bowl last year, and what was his swan song? What did you learn from watching him, and how have you tried to work on that yourself this year with the Peach Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from Cliff last year. He's definitely a great mentor to me last year in the whole quarterback room, and I think the whole offensive unit too. I mean, the biggest thing with bowl prep is just getting your body right from the end of the season. Just because, it's a long physical season and you endure a lot. Everybody has bumps and bruises by the end of it. So getting your body back right and to 100% is the most important thing. And then just, being able to just sit down and maybe break down your performance throughout the season, but then also get ahead on whoever you're playing in this bowl game. I mean, we've been preparing as an offense for this game for probably like at least four weeks already. So I think we've laid a good foundation from when we were back in State College, and then we've continued to build off that this week. So, just taking it day by day, never looking too far into the future is probably the biggest thing I learned from him last year.
All right, we'll go next, second row here on the left.
This is for Nick and Drew. Simplicity equals speed. You guys have said that a lot. I'm sure that was an emphasis for you guys mid-November. What does that mean to you guys, and how have Coach Howell and Coach Sider kept things simple for you guys?
All right, Nicholas, let's start with you this time.
Yeah, Coach Sider, Coach Howell have been doing a good job ever since they got the jobs as OC, as co-OC, I should say. But, they've been saying it the whole week, man. Simplicity equals speed. Just playing fast, not think too much, because ever since then, we've been just playing fast and just not thinking, just playing the game. So we've been doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I echo what Nick said. I think Coach Sider and Coach Howell have done a great job of just, giving us simple rules to follow, not giving us too many looks or not too many rules and thinking of, like for receivers thinking about a certain leverage, like, oh, they could do this, but they should do that. It's just you're running the route this way, and that allows those guys to play fast. Same with the tight ends and that aspect of route running, and that made my job a lot easier just because I think, the timing and communication got on like a different level because I was able to anticipate more what everybody was doing out on the perimeter, and I think that's where the simplicity equals speed from that standpoint. And then for the running backs, Nick and Katron, I think we like the O-line just playing fast, and it's given Nick and Katron just easy reads, and they're able to just get their foot in the ground, cut up field, and make guys miss in the hole, and just let their talent take over. So I think that's where simplicity equals speed comes in for us.
All right, we'll go next, front row all the way to left.
This is for Drew and for Nick, both. Drew, for you, this will be your first time in a starring role in a bowl game. How do you approach that? How cool, how special is that for you?
Yeah, obviously this is a great opportunity, not only for me but the whole team. We've been talking about it the whole bowl prep. If we win this game, we're the first team ever in college history to win all 6 New Year's Bowls game, and we don't take that lightly. And again, we want to send the seniors out the right way because of how much they've given to this program and how much they've sacrificed throughout their career to get the program to this point. So, for me, it's just another game. I'm not taking it any differently. I'm taking it very seriously and just have another opportunity to go out and play the game that I love to play.
And Nick, for you, you were in a starring role in the Rose Bowl last year. You had some big runs. Does that experience help you moving forward into this game?
Yeah, I feel like it does. But I always take every game just as another game. I don't look at other teams like how big they are. But Ole Miss is a good team. We're excited to play. Like Drew said, we have a chance to make history. Be a first team to win 6 New Year's 6 Bowls wins. So we're trying to do that. So yeah.
All right, we'll go next here, row 3 on the corner.
Yep. Hey, how you guys doing? Tyler Downey from Lions 24/7. This goes for all of you. I'd appreciate if anyone could answer it. Harrison Wallace was back on the practice field we saw yesterday. Just wondering what it has looked like with Harrison involved again with you guys, and if he is able to compete, what does he do for this offense with his re-addition, I should say?
I think that's a good Drew answer.
Yeah, having Trey back is something that the offense needs. I think he brings a lot of positivity to that room. He's a very consistent receiver. Obviously, as we all know, he's a very explosive receiver vertically. And, I think he just brings a great work ethic to that room again, now that he's back healthy. But as far as a playing standpoint, that's a Coach Franklin thing, and I'm not gonna, that's a Coach Franklin and Trey decision, so I don't have any input on that.
All right, coaches, you want to weigh in?
I think Drew said it perfectly.
Okay, Drew covered that. All right, we'll go 4th row on the left over here.
Yeah, for Ty and Jaywan, James has emphasized not having a lot of opt-outs, and it seems like you guys are pretty intact going into this for you two in terms of putting together a game plan and trying to fit these pieces together. Yeah, does that make it easier? What's that process like, knowing that you have kind of a full deck at this point in the year?
Yeah, I think anytime there's continuity, it helps, the offense as a whole, not just the coordinators. So that's obviously been big for us and allowing us to keep building on the things that we were doing there at the end of the season. Because obviously, the one thing that's a little different in a bowl game is you have a lot more time to prepare. So being able to, give these guys multiple different looks on the things that you're going to run and those things, that continuity of having your guys there, they've seen a lot of that. So from that standpoint, it's been great to have all those guys playing.
I just echo Ty. We do a good job all year developing guys. We have a motto, next man up. So we sub a lot. So we got a lot of guys with experience. It's good to have our nucleus back, so we really don't change our thought process of how we game plan. End of the day, it start with what these guys do best and what our guys up front can block best. So that's how we kind of divide up the game plan, and then we try to go attack defense.
All right, we're going to go all the way in the back.
Hey, this is for Coach Howensider. You guys have had Coach K now in the rooms for a couple weeks now. How much have you bounced ideas in your preparation for this bowl game off him? I know his job is to kind of sit in the background and just kind of learn, but he is another offensive mind in your meeting rooms. How much have you used him?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously in every meeting and all that with us when we're watching film, and so, we'll watch a play and, hey, coach, what do you think about this? Or because obviously he's getting to know our players and getting to know our staff, but having the ability, obviously, he was very creative on offense at Kansas and Buffalo, and there's some things that maybe he did that we're doing that he has a really good coaching point on it. So we're able to pick his brain, and he's able to ask us questions about things we're doing because obviously, come January, we're seeing what this thing looks like and all that with him taking over. So it's been a really good back and forth process throughout this bowl prep with Coach K and him observing, but also, hey, coach, what do you think about this? Or hey, you got a better way to maybe state something or teach something? Or because at the end of the day, we're all teachers, so you're always looking for the best way for it to connect with our kids. So it's been awesome having them in there.
All right, next we'll go all the way back on the left.
For Ty and J1, just throughout your film study the last couple of weeks, I'm curious, how does a Pete Golding defense go about challenging offenses that you've seen?
They multiple, especially with their fronts. You're going to see some odd, you're going to see some four down, a lot of twists, a lot of movement, trying to decipher. They're going to be a quarter team. They're going to be a man team because, played a little bit more man that last game. So I think they still trying to figure themselves out a little bit. Just watching when you take that many transfer, even this late in the season, trying to do what's best for the players. And I think those guys trying to find their feet.
All right, next over here, third row on the right.
Okay. This question's for Drew. Drew and Nick. Playing Ole Miss and coming from the Big Ten like you guys are, is there more juice going into it, knowing that you're playing at SEC school and kind of their reputation, and how do you guys go about that as far as motivation?
Okay. We're excited about it, and Ole Miss is a good team. Really good defense, really good offense. Both sides of the ball really good. But we're excited. We're in SEC territory. Coach Franklin always preaches about that. But we're ready. We're taking it one day at a time. Always had that 1% mentality to get better every day. So we're excited. We just gotta get ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'd echo that. Obviously, Ole Miss is a really good team, and they're from a really good conference as well, but that doesn't change the fact that they're a good team. It doesn't matter what conference they come from. They're a very solid team on both sides of the ball, so we got to do our best and go out and execute the game plan the coaches have put together the past couple of weeks, and, if we do that, I think we have a good shot.
All right, we got time for one or two more. Where are we going next? All right, let's go left side over here, row 4.
For Drew and Nick, what did you get beyond coming down here and winning a game? In terms of your development personally, what did you guys want to get out of these extra practices, having this opportunity to get more time on the practice field? How are you guys kind of approaching that from, I guess, more of a big picture perspective in your development?
Yeah, for me, it's all about reps. That's how I've always been. I've been like, I want to get as many reps as I can. So it doesn't matter the play. It doesn't matter if it's a run and pass. I want to try to be perfect in everything I do. And the more reps I get in that is, the better for me. So I just try to take every rep as serious as I can. Like game reps, like Coach Franklin always preaches, even if it's a walkthrough, making sure I'm going through my proper footwork, proper reads, getting a good mesh point with the running backs on, different run plays from different positions on around the quarterback, whether it's under center, in the gun or anything like that. So I just try to treat everything like it's a game, and try to be perfect in every rep. So that's what I've been really focusing on these last couple of weeks of bowl prep.
Yeah, I'll echo out of Drew. Like Drew said, taking them reps, like the game rep. I just looking at different fronts, how they shift, the safeties. Just having that mentality, even if you're not practicing right now, just watching all the running backs, how they play, just trying to copy them.
All right, go next here, front row on the right.
All right, so I got to ask all four of you the important question: Wawa or Sheets?
Sheets.
Ooh, I'm kind of split. In college, Sheets came around, so I was a big Sheets guy. But then, they started growing in Florida, and I love the club sandwich at Wawa, so.
Sheets.
Wawa.
Wow, we're split right down the middle, aren't we? We may have to continue this one tomorrow. All right, guys, that'll do it for the first session. We'll have you guys trade places. I'm a Wawa. So now we've got running back Katron Allen, tight end Theo Johnson, and offensive lineman Caden Wallace. We'll just continue with questions for the players. Again, raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. Where are we going first? All right, back up here at the front row on the right.
Hey guys, this question is for all three of you. Is there anyone that you maybe look up to that you model your game afterward?
Yeah, I say Le'Veon Bell. I always look at his film, always watching his film on YouTube, looking at videos. That's what I said that inspired me as a running back.
For me, at least as a kid, Larry Allen was a major influence for me. And then more nowadays, I look at a lot of Trent Williams tape and try to get as close as that guy as I can. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'd say George Kittle. I just think that, he's a true tight end. We're in a day and age now where a lot of guys say they're a tight end, but they're kind of just a big receiver. I really admire how he's able to play all three phases of the game as a tight end. And that's something I aspire to be as a tight end, as a true tight end.
All right, let's go right here, second row on the aisle. Do you have him on your fantasy team?
No, I don't. I'm not a big fantasy guy.
This one's for Theo and Caden. This is for both of you, your last game. What's it mean to you guys and how much you're putting on the field for the Peach Bowl?
Yeah, I think, I've tried to make the most of every opportunity I've had at Penn State in every single game. I'm going to try and do the same thing, just make the most of all my opportunities and just kind of really soak it all in because I know things will look a lot different for me a year from now. And I'm just kind of looking forward to having one more ride with my guys.
Yeah, kind of going along with what Theo said. I've been grateful the whole year for, every opportunity I get to hang out with all my teammates, my coaches. And this game will be no different. Just being grateful. Yeah.
Over here on the left, on halfway.
For Theo and Caden, James has talked a lot about having open lines of communication, in terms of leading up to the bowl and going through the decision-making process. Can you kind of offer some insight into what that looks like, what some of those conversations are like between you and James leading up to this?
So for me, it kind of started with speaking with Coach Howell. Just me and him have a really good relationship, so we can have some candid conversations that I don't have to worry about going anywhere. And then from there, I'll rely on Coach Franklin to kind of give me some feedback from, what teams are saying and kind of his opinions and stuff like that. And then really just goes to conversations with my family and figuring out what I feel like is the best decision for me, and then going back with Coach Franklin and having another conversation. I'm blessed to have a really good relationship with Coach Howell and Coach Franklin, and we've had open dialogue and able to communicate kind of where I'm at and how I feel. Very blessed to have a family atmosphere with this team and feel comfortable enough to have those conversations.
And yeah, I'm basically the exact same way. I had a conversation with my family, brought it to Coach Troutwine, brought it to Coach Franklin, and then basically did that cycle again, just conversating. Yeah.
All right, we'll go next here, row 2 on the left.
We've heard a lot of simplicity equals speed the last month or so. What does that mean to each of you guys at your individual positions, and how did Coach Howell and Coach Sider kind of make things simple enough for you to I guess have a better feel for what you guys are accomplishing the last couple of games?
Katron, let's start with you this time.
I guess that just mean like playing fast, learning the playbook, just playing fast for real. That's all that mean.
I think the big thing with simplicity equals speed is just not having to think too much. I think if you're trying to think about too many things at once, you're not going to play as fast as you're capable of. So it was really just kind of making the game plan a way that you don't have to think as much pre-snap and post-snap. It's kind of, if it looks like this, you're going to do this, and if it doesn't look like that, then you're going to do that, rather than thinking about 4 different things and all these route adjustments and things that if you get certain coverages, you have to do different things. It was kind of just making it simple so that you can play as fast as you possibly can. I think that showed up on tape week in and week out.
Caden?
I mean, these guys covered it pretty well. Like, just being able to, focus on the exact game plan we have, which isn't a hard one, and just getting after it. It's the best way to do it. Speed.
All right, next question. All right, right here, row 2.
We've heard that you guys have, at least from coaches' perspectives, they've been working with Coach Kotelnicki as he's arrived on campus and started to work with the team. Have you guys had interactions with him where you're working out what the offense can look like in certain scenarios, and how has he been helpful there?
So right now we haven't gotten into too much of, kind of what things are going to look like from schematics, really. He's kind of just gone over his philosophy, and I think this time's really just been for him to kind of get to know us and get a feel for how we do things here at Penn State and how we work and just the personnel that he's going to have to work with come in the springtime and the winter. So that's, kind of how pretty much most of those conversations have gone so far.
Anybody else want to tackle that?
He summed that up real good.
All right, that's a good answer then. All right, back here on the left.
Katron, this is an opportunity to get, 15 extra practices as a springboard in the next season. What are you looking to get out of, these weeks of extra practice beyond, game planning and beating Ole Miss? What do you want to get out of this personally?
I'm just trying to get better. Like I said, it's another opportunity to do what I love to do. So I just want to take advantage of it. Just trying to keep getting better each and every day throughout practice. Then it's all gonna pay off on Saturday.
All right, let's go all the way in the back.
This question is also for Katron. Katron, you came to campus. You guys have had nothing but success, 2 double-digit win seasons. Is this what you imagined? Go Rose Bowl, Peach Bowl. Is this what you imagined when you signed up to play Penn State football?
Can you say that again? My bad.
You've had nothing but success since you got to campus. Rose Bowl, Peach Bowl, a bunch of wins. Is this what you imagined when you signed up 2 years ago to come to Penn State? You've had a very successful career in just a short time.
Yeah, I could say that's what I signed up for. Anything I want to go on, I always want to win, help my team win. So anytime I can do that, I'm very grateful, very thankful to do that.
Time for a couple more. All right, we'll go back over here halfway on the left.
Theo, Tyler made a decision this year similar to the one that you made last year in terms of coming back. What do you think that he can get out of being back for another year in his development, and what do you think that means for this team as a whole?
Yeah, I think Tyler coming back is huge, not only for his career, but for our team as a whole, for the morale of the team. I'm super excited for what he's going to be able to do next year. I think he's going to have a monster year. I think the sky's the limit for him and what he's going to be able to accomplish personally. And I think for our offense, I think Coach K is going to have a lot of fun doing different things to work with Tyler and get him open and make plays for him. So I think he made a really good decision, and I think he's going to have a really good year next year.
Right side on row 3.
Well, this one's for all 3 of you guys. Kind of a 2-part question. So, number 1, what has the Peach Bowl experience kind of been like for you so far in being in Atlanta, and also being a Big Ten school? What are you guys, taking from this as far as the matchup going in with Ole Miss, and does that give you any extra juice going into the matchup?
Caden, let's start with you this time, please.
Yeah, I've been having a great time here at the Peach Bowl. I live about 30 minutes away, so being able to spend time with my family on the holidays has been awesome. We love playing SEC opponents. We played Auburn these past 2 years, so being able to host Auburn and then play down here last year and then play down here again is going to be super fun for us. We love it.
All right. Theo?
I think my experience at Atlanta has been really cool. Come from kind of a smaller town in Canada, so visiting places like Atlanta and LA and stuff since I've been at Penn State has been really cool to kind of experience new things. We're really looking forward to playing an SEC opponent. We talk a whole lot about how the Big Ten is and how Big Ten football is. And that's something we've kind of talked about this week, that, we're the Big Ten, and a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say about the SEC, but, we have a different brand of football in the Big Ten. We're looking forward to bringing it down here to the SEC.
It's been a great experience and a great opportunity, because a lot of kids where I'm from, they don't get this opportunity to go to bowl games or even go to college or do things like this. So it's been a great experience, a great opportunity. And about the SEC, I mean, it's a great opportunity to play another team, you feel me? Just play the game, do what I love to do. So it's just a great experience.
All right, Alan?
I have a very quick one for Caden and then one for Theo. What was the first thing you DoorDashed when you got here? Because I know you already did it.
So, like I said, I live 30 minutes away. Thank you for this question, by the way. My first day I got here, I ordered a large plate of oxtails, and I ordered that 2 more times after that. And then when I got to the city, I ordered, it's called Pelicana chicken, and it's like really good. They like sprinkle this stuff on it. It's banging. Thank you.
Did you get your fish yet?
I'm gonna do that on Friday night because it's a Friday night thing.
All right, good to know. Theo, for you, being able to leave a legacy here at Penn State, I know that's been something that's important to you. How do you want people to remember you here at this school as you take the next step in your career?
Yeah, that's something I've taken a lot of pride in, and something I've worked really hard for. The Penn State tight end tradition's been something that's been going on long before I got here. Coming in here as a young kid, I knew that, it meant something to play tight end at Penn State, and I've worked really hard to, leave the tight end room better than I found it, and kind of leave a legacy. And, I kind of just want to be remembered as a guy that just worked really hard and worked his tail off and kind of gave everything to his organization and his team and his teammates, and was kind of a selfless guy that just worked really hard. That's kind of what the legacy I want to leave here at Penn State.
Okay, right here, second.
All right, so this question's for all three of you because I asked your teammates, so I got to ask you, Wawa or Sheets?
Wow.
I've only ever really had Sheets, so I can only say Sheets.
Wawa.
I'm not keeping the official count, but I think Wawa is now in the lead. All right, time for a couple more. Anything else, guys? Last chance. Anybody? Okay, here we go. Winner on the left.
Caden, similar to the question for Theo about leaving a legacy and leaving a mark on a program. I mean, for you, being a starter for 4 years and having some ups and downs. I mean, when you reflect on this journey, what really stands out to you, and how do you think you can pass that on to some of the younger guys in the room?
Honestly, my message to the young guys this week has been about perseverance. So like you said, I've had my ups and downs, but being able to stay focused and grind and get better every day is what's really important for me and what's really important for the young guys we have on our squad. So being able to pass down these lessons that I've been able to pick up over the years has been really awesome for me this past season and these past couple of years, being able to instill that wisdom on guys.
All right, any more?
Yeah, this is for everyone. Obviously, you guys just got through the regular season where you're playing every week except for the bye week, and then now you have over a month off. Obviously, it's nice to sort of recover and heal your body in that time, but how do you make sure that you're staying in rhythm and you're not getting rusty over the long break?
Just throughout practice, trying to get better each and every day, 1% better, having something that I want to get better at practice. So just doing that.
Yeah, I think, the concept of not playing a game for a couple weeks and then playing a bowl game has been going on for a long time. So the coaches know, how to continue improvement even though we're not playing a game. During practice, during the bowl prep, we do almost exclusively just stuff against our defense, which usually it's more against developmental squad during the season. So we're playing against the best defense every practice during bowl prep. So getting rusty is really not an option when you're doing that.
Yeah, kind of like what Theo said. They have it down to a science. So we're working hard every day, keeping conditioned, and working out, keeping our technique in order. So yeah.
All right, anything else, guys? Last chance.
Good.
Just under the wire. So close to getting out of here. So close.
Obviously, a lot of people in this day and age of college football kind of expect players to opt out because they figure, injury hurts your draft stock. Obviously, last year, Cliff really bumped his stock with his great Rose Bowl performance. And so do you take that looking at this game and say, I can really improve my stock and improve how people look at me with this game? And what do you think can show teams at the Peach Bowl for Theo and Caden, obviously?
Honestly, I haven't really weighed any of that stuff out. I just kind of wanted to play one last game with my guys, 2023. So.
Yeah, I don't really know how much playing is going to really help me or hurt me. I think it's more about finishing what we started as a team and just being there for the guys. Like I've been here for 4 years. I've kind of bled and cried and done a lot of things with this team, and I just want one more opportunity with those guys, and that's why I'm playing the game.
All right, we'll end it there. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the time.